So let's see if they're going to make us spend any more gold today. This one is an overheating issue. So there's normally like a temperature gauge on these if you've not done one before. So you have to just keep coming off the accelerator so it cools down. The more you put the accelerator on, the more the engine overheats. So you've got to sort of pulse it a bit. You've got to finish at least 10th and you can't go off track. And the car is slightly in the red, but she's going to have to do. Because if I service it now, I'm then going to have to service it again after this one anyway. Or am I? 2 laps, you might do 2 laps actually. Right, I've got to finish at least 10th. Where am I? Now the other problem is with it now is that because I've done one more upgrade, the car itself will, that temperature gauge and I'm moving up a lot. Yeah, because I put that one upgrade on, the car, although I'm not that used to the car anyway, it changes the way it drives when you up it. Even one upgrade always changes the balance of the car. Well, that was absolute. I actually broke there. No, I never ever brake going around that bit. But I do brake, don't you know, if I've messed it up, so I obviously messed it up. So if you watch that temperature gauge up there, I'm keeping that in the middle by pulsing the accelerator on and off. It's not actually really moving much if I'm doing that. Yeah, that stupid looking thing out of it. So I'm going to get it to about a middle and then I'm just going to pulse it and that will keep me about. Shall I try and block him or not? What do you think? Right, you start pushing me off you. Ah, serves you right. It's one of them old stories with me. I'm planning to go too long for that. A lot of these goals are all goals that, because I've done so many goals now, they all become a bit mashed up really in my, you know, in my brain sort of thing. With all the gauntlets and however many cars that I've won on here now, there are just, I mean, I must have done probably a few thousand goals now, I would imagine. I don't like the way this bloke's catching me. Hanson. Do you know what, my memory is so bad, as I do often mention. Do I mention it? I can't remember. That it's I've actually forgotten what I was going to say. No, that does sum it up, doesn't it? I probably do need to go and get myself sorted out down at the doctor's, I reckon. I have honestly 100% forgot what I was going to say. I just rambled on about a load of crap like I always do. When I said about my memory, it's totally gone out of my head. I'll probably remember tomorrow. Oh yeah, that was it. That was it. I've forgotten what position I've got to be finishing in. I can't remember if it was 7th or 10th. I'm sure it was one of them. This is what happens when you do so many goals that you just, as I was saying a while ago, they all become a bit of a mash inside your head. That there are so, when you've done, I dread to think how many I've done, but I must have done a couple of thousand, I think. I mean, some of those gauntlets, there's been 60 or 70 goals just in a gauntlet on its own. There's been, I think, 4 of those. Plus all the cars and stuff, there's so many. I better have a quick sneaky look here. I was going to pause this a second. 10th. I knew it was one or the other. What have we got behind us? Got anyone nasty behind us, like old Ted or anyone horrible? Now it's quite often on this part now, or towards the end anyway, because you can't go off track and it's 2 laps. It's, I don't know what you're like, but with my my memory, it's sort of, I actually could easily fail by forgetting that part of the goal. And I'm sure they slip a little bit of the old oil on the track on that second part of the lap. That bit where you don't normally skid, second part of the lap you do. And I've always noticed that with endurance races, there always seems to be a point that on an endurance you seem to lose grip for no reason whatsoever. Right, he's gonna try and make life awful, so you can go past, no problem. My goal is 10th. I've got no pride whatsoever in that I have to win or I have to do anything except what it says. Don't actually like goals like this. I think these goals are a bit silly. Still, I've only got one more goal today, and then one stays tomorrow, and then that'll be another car ticked off. And then once you win this one, if you're still going in it, that is, then the next car, the opposite one, so if you're in a go for the full GT like I am, then you get the, and he's closing a bit too quick for my liking, then the next one will open up, but I don't think you'll probably have to wait each day for the next stage. You'd probably better do it one after the other. All in all, so far today it's been quite easy, apart from having to spend gold on that top speed or speed record thing. But it's one of those, because I've had those on the top speed challenge on the race teams, that you can do that several times and not hit 212, but then for some reason you do exactly the same and it might just tick over. It didn't for me, and I don't fancy spending all day trying to do it. I'd rather just spend a bit of gold and make sure I do it. Right, I'm obviously going to have to service that now, so depending on the ads, I'll come back for the last one or not today. If not, it will have to be tomorrow.